Hello, all my mystic friends. Welcome to your weekly mystic. This is our weekly energy forecast from April the 27th to May 1st. If you would like to see one of the standard tarot readings, then you can visit the images down below. There's a little arrow over here in this corner. You can click it. It points up or down, and it'll give you an expansion, and you can see my eye icon. Visit my home page and you'll be able to click on any videos I have. I have playlists all organized, so you should be able to navigate it quickly and easily. And I am putting the new videos out already for the beginning of the month. So as you're watching this, if you're watching it right when it's posted, I am literally recording and posting while you're watching this video. So I'm getting them out as fast as I can. And if you'd like a private reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com, and I'll be more than happy to assist you once you schedule your appointment. I do tarot a little bit different. I'm not your standard tarot reader. I have predictions regarding all signs during a group reading, which they say is impossible, but I know better. So I follow what Spirit gives me, and I go with it. So this is one of those times. This is for all star signs. This is not about the star sign. This is about the day of the week. This is all the Monday through Friday and then Saturday, Sunday grouped together from the date of April the 27th to May the 3rd. So here we go. This is like a weather forecast, but it's an energy forecast. And I'm using several other decks to accompany the reading. Here we go. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path for Monday, April 27th through Sunday, May the 3rd of 2020. We receive these messages in the love and light for which they are intended, and we thank you so much, Divine, for this blessed reading, and we appreciate your energy here, and thank you very much for this information. So we have Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to put this up just a little further. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday. The underlier, very nice, very hopeful, very strong energy of spirit. This is the High Priestess, which is saying follow spiritual guidance. Allow your inner truth to guide you. Allow yourself to be in the place of understanding and trusting your psychic abilities and your intuition. We all have our own abilities, and they are all valid in whatever way they show. So allow yourself to be guided and freely give that energy permission to open and give you all that it can, because it is only limited by your belief. And if you can open yourself and understand, listen, no one in the wide world would have believed we'd be in the situation we're in or have gone through in the last month or two. So that's where you got to understand. This is all bets are off. All rules are out the window. Anything's possible, and that's also true in the positive. So remember that. We have to allow ourselves permission to believe that miracles are possible, and we are entitled to those miracles, each and every one of us. So it is always a blessing to be able to get that knowledge out there. This is an everyday thing, but it's being brought more to a heightened sense at this moment. We're going to put our clarifiers out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And wow, okay, happily ever after. This is a really strong prediction of all things coming to pass that are beneficial for us, and we are finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This is the best possible way this could work out. So absolutely love that energy. The 10 of Cups. 10 is a completion of a cycle as well. So it means the end of that struggle, okay? The end of feeling like you're isolated. So we're coming out of that. As we all know, it is true. That is what's happening this week. We'll be getting a lot of information about when that's going to happen. But this means the beginning of the energy is really taking root and moving forward. So our top card. Now remember everyone, at the end we have a meditation. If this is your first time visiting this reading, it's a pretty expansive reading. At the end of this we'll do a meditation on whatever energies are here on these two decks, and I'll explain those. And we'll have an educational portion where we talk about crystals, the crystal meaning of whatever this card shows up in the crystal deck. And this is Healing Crystal Oracle, and we'll show the sacred geometry and what that entails. So there's a whole lot of education going on at the very end of the reading, but I try not to interrupt the flow with it, so we'll do it at the end. And you can find out any of the names of the decks by doing what I said earlier, which is clicking the little arrow over here to expand. I'm trying to twist my wrist far enough to expand the reading so that you can see all the information. You'll see how I've written it in. Welcome to Royal Mystic Tarot. So the top card is relax, and normally I don't show it, but I feel like I should. I choose to relax and not fill my mind with worry, as that creates stress. Now, a lot of us may be having to relax prior to the restart or the acclimation of ourselves to our regular, or closer to our regular daily life. That can be stressful. How am I going to get it all done? So just relax into it and know that the universe will provide for you whatever it is you need, as long as you can stay in the flow. And don't resist. Don't be in a place of resistance. Be in a place of allowing. I allow the universe to assist me in bringing in whatever I need to help this happen in the best possible way. That's the way I would see it, and do see it, and try my very best to stay on that. So intuition, which is what we talked about earlier. My intuition guides me to people, places, and jobs that I enjoy. Intuition is a marvelous thing, and I don't care who you are. You've had an intuition about something. There's intuitive energy all the time. So all doubters of psychic ability, you can't doubt intuition, because everybody's got that gut feeling. Call it what you want. It is intuition. Oh, wowzers. I love this. This is a beautiful symbol. This is the Merkaba, or Merkaba. It is where the sacred Akashic records are kept. It is the center of Metatron's cube, and Metatron's cube entangles a whole bunch of different other symbols as well. But this is the high, big, beautiful, two intersecting tetrahedrons. So if you can see the 3D portion here, so it's three pyramid shapes pushed into each other. And this is the beautiful healing Merkaba, healing on all levels of being. This is a beautiful card to show up for this reading, and I'm very happy it's here. We'll talk more about it after the meditation. And that's what they look like in the physical, in the actual. This is just showing you a flat surface, so it's the 1D effect. But this is the 3D, and I'm going to put it there. Now, and the reason I have sacred geometry, for those of you who don't know what that is because I started seeing them when I started doing these readings. While I was doing my clearing and meditating in the beginning of the reading, when I do them in person, I ask, sorry, my hair is blowing across my forehead, tickling my forehead. I do them, when I do the readings, I do a call in the light, and we do a breathing. When I was doing that, I was seeing these crazy flashing symbols. They were pure light. I didn't even know what they were, but it quickly another thing came to me that showed me what they were, and lo and behold, it's a real thing. So I'm just going with what the universe is showing me, and I figure if it's happening to me, it's got to be happening to other people. And that's why this deck came about, because I started talking about it. And one of my viewers, wonderful Emily Kisvarda, hello Emily, she has Phoenix Gateways, and she had just put this deck out with a beautiful book. So we'll talk more about that in a minute, but she sent it to me because she knew I would need it, and I can tell you it is an amazing gift of information, because a lot of times you get a book that's kind of outdated when you get a deck. This is not the case with this deck, and we'll talk more later. I'm sorry I keep going to that, but boy, has it been helpful. So We have Amethyst energy, which is beautiful third eye energy. And the meditation word is here, but there's more to it than that, and we'll see that in the book later after we do the meditation. So here we go. Monday's energy. I hear a car off in the distance. It's very nice here today, so I have the windows open, so I apologize if any loud things that happen. We have the Monday's energy of the messenger coming in to tell us what's going on, which is what we're kind of all expecting, is to hear what the plan is. What's the plan, Stan? Okay, so this is him coming in to give us that information. We have 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, third time's a charm. So there's going to be, the time periods will vary because there is 3 stages, and this is very accurate. There's 3 stages, apparently, of the restart. Sorry, I get the breathing thing going when I'm doing, it's almost like a reverse hiccup. It kind of flutters my voice, so I'm sorry for pausing there. That's the energy moving through me. So we have this beautiful energy saying, here's the timekeeper, this is what's going on, and it's absolutely accurate in my opinion as to what's going on everywhere, because we're all in that place of finding out when things will start to move. We've got this 5 of Cups, which is a little anxiety and fear about what's going on and how can I pull myself back together and not be afraid to go out anymore, because now I'm afraid to even be around people. But there has to be a point where we start to live again, because living hiding away from the world is not living. So we all have to be looking at it in a new way. I'm not saying jump out there without any protection, but we have to do things differently to be in any kind of normalcy, right? So being safe, but there is a future out there. It may not look exactly like the one we had right before this, but it's going to be. We will build back to that. And there's that anxiety and fear. Now, I want to give you a new way to look at Tuesday's energy with the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Swords, or 9 of Swords, sorry. The 9 of Swords is an alarm, okay? Think of it like an alert alarm, like a wake up alarm, okay? Like your morning alarm. This is an alarm that's telling you we're about to step into something uncomfortable or new, and we're going to step out of our comfort zone. And that's really all it is, because I don't know about any of you, if you've ever experienced a time where you really thought your life might be gone in a second. There's no time for this kind of behavior. There's no thought of this. That happens afterwards. Of, oh my God, that could have really been bad. At the moment that anything happens that truly threatens your life, it seems to go in slow motion, and fear can't even jump in. There's no time for it. You have to deal with what's happening and move with that. So understand that this is all self-created, and it's just your growing pains. It's your alarm saying you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's really all it is. And you don't have to let it go any further than that. You go, oh, okay, here's that fear. That means we're about to make some moves, and that's okay. I'm just going to step over that and go ahead and do what I have to do, because regardless, we have to move forward. Always moving forward. There's never a time where you should let yourself fall back from the fear of doing something different. So Mondays is the Page of Swords with the 3 of Swords. Tuesdays is the 5 of Cups with the 9 of Swords. And Wednesday's energy, is the Fool. So this is a new beginning, an ending and new beginning simultaneously. And isn't this the way we prefer it? You don't want to have an ending with a long wait for a new beginning, right? You want it to happen immediately. So one thing closes, another thing opens. This is that beautiful energy. Now, if you look at the Fool, you see he's precariously balanced on this little beam here, and that means you're in a place of transition, but you're in control. You're the one making the shots. You're the one calling to where you feel stable and where you don't. So this is really a wonderful energy of knowing that you will move the transition at your own skill level, or at your own pace, or your own balance, okay? So this is a good thing. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a lot of you going back to work or learning something new to allow yourself to reacclimate yourself to what that looks like to you. A lot of people have been working this entire time remotely, and a lot of people have only been doing part-time work, just, you know, as they can, because not everything can be done hands-on or without being hands-on. So we get back to hands-on, which means the ability to earn money and all of the abundance starts to be able to come back to you. Okay, so there's the ability, and you're doing it. So literally, this is the movement of control of that Fool card, which is an adventure as well. So it is kind of exciting. Now, that's Wednesday with the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles. Thursday's energy is the Hierophant. So you may all be getting contacted from a place you've applied to, or a place that you work at currently that is now going to reach out and say, okay, this is what we anticipate doing. The Hierophant is a large corporation or someone who's allowing you to return or bringing you in, giving you clearance. That's the Taurus Major Arcana as well. It just is an energy of hospitals, universities, government agencies. So this is that moment of things just starting to come. They're starting to give you dates and telling you when. Now, we're at the Nine of Rods, so that means we're at the very last portion of this energy of waiting. If you've been waiting to hear about a job, if you've been waiting for them to start the hiring process, this is that moment. So everybody who has been in that place of hold on, hold on, hold on, you're at the very last step of it. So this means the movement is beginning, and it will trickle down to you. Don't let yourself quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Don't give up hope. Because here we are. We're at the other side of this. Leaving what is no longer necessary behind. This is the Two of Swords. So a lot of you will be taking your experience from, a bunch of people were laid off. So this is that point where you get to change and transition if you want to a new thing. Or you can start back where you were, if they offer it to you, because this is the Ace of Rods, and this is giving you a brand new gig, okay, whether it's at the old place or a new place. This is a perfect card for that. This Ace of Rods is blooming now. It's not just showing up saying, here we are, let's figure out when we're going to start. This is saying we're solid as a rock, we've grown roots, and we're ready. We are stable. So this is wonderful, and the clouds are being burned away by the sun. Beautiful energy here coming in. Then we have the weekend energy of the Eight of Swords. Now this is where we kind of run away with it a little and go, I don't know what this means, if for this or that, and there might this, what if this happens and that happens. So remember, these swords are your idea of what your options are. None of them are real options until someone tells you they are. These are just your best guess, okay? Which means you can't really let this take control, because this is all just ethereal ideas. This is why she's got a blindfold on, because it means you need to focus and center in this energy, which is this beautiful energy of creative energy, and not in the energy that you don't have control over. These things that are coming at you here in this Eight of Swords are literally just best guesses as to what if and then, okay? What if this and then I? That is the kind of phrase that this goes with. So don't do this to yourself. Allow yourself to center on one thought. I will return to this beautiful job or to a new job, and I am manifesting that at this moment, the best possible outcome for me. And that's it. I receive my best possible outcome. Don't go into all the scenarios, because none of those are all baseless until something amazing happens. And you've got, again, or I pointed to this without realizing I had it. So twice you have the High Priestess, which is saying, let the universe do the driving. You just think of your goal, which is your best possible outcome. Okay? However the scenario works out, it can work out the best way for you, and you can draw that energy in through receiving it before it's ever shown to you. This is why you do the blindfold, because it's believing it before you can see it. This is why her head is back and her eyes are closed, because she's manifesting it before she can even see it with her human eyes. And I just want to point out the card right under this one is the Wheel of Fortune, which is the unstuck card. So we receive that. That means that's the supporting energy of this card. So this is the High Priestess, the same card in both decks. This is a beautiful week, my friends. For all of you who are leaving the video now and don't want to do the meditation, many blessings to you. This is a beautiful week. This is a great high energy week, and I wish all the best for all of you. Abundance, love, happiness, and joy, and peace be with you. Now, those of you who are staying for the meditation, Amethyst is our stone today, and we have the Merkaba. So we're going to use those two stones. I'm looking for my, there it is. I have a beautiful amethyst handstone, and I have a Merkaba here, or Merkaba. It's pronounced both ways, as far as I know. That's what I was told. And we're going to use this healing energy and this meditative energy. You'll find out more about what the amethyst is about, but it is a third eye stone. It is very strong in your spiritual sight. So it is a very powerful energy. It's a healing stone as well. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe in, and we're not going to hold our breath. We're going to hold the energy. For those of you who have not meditated with me before, I use a channeling method, which is letting myself just free flow with divine. And that means I don't know how long I'm talking. So I don't want you to turn blue. Please breathe shallowly while I channel. The most important thing for you is to breathe in with me, listen to the meditation portion, and exhale with me. Okay? So here we go. Breathing in beautiful white divine light from your crown chakra now. Inhale. Hold that energy in your heart. Allow the beautiful white light to emerge from your heart as a beautiful star-shaped, wonderful Merkaba energy as it spins and sends light in all directions, healing every cell in your heart, healing every muscle fiber, every tissue, every blood cell as it moves through your body with every beat of the heart. It sends that healing and divine energy out into all cells, into vessels, muscle tissue, bone, all connective tissues, nerve synapses, beautiful nervous system, healing all levels of your physical body. As the light illuminates you, you become beautiful light body activated from head to toe. Your entire body is now filled with divine light as it pulses with every beat of your heart. As the light emits from you, it burns away all shadow energy, all sickness, disease, illness. All immune systems are brought back to 100%, and all body functions are working in perfect order. As we exhale, we send out all illness and disease, all low vibrations into the universe to be recycled, restored, and renewed. Exhaling now. Second breath, breathing in beautiful white divine light and holding it in your crown chakra. Inhale. Bringing the beautiful energy of divine light into your crown chakra, allowing yourself to be fully engaged in the beautiful light of the amethyst energy with the Merkaba energy combined with divine light. As these beautiful energies clear your crown chakra, all communication to divine source is now open and fully engaged, 100% accurate, and in a language that you understand completely. Whether it's a knowing language or a spoken language, whether it's visual or sentient. We allow this energy to move now into our third eye, our pineal gland. We open the pineal gland with a beautiful energy of knowledge that comes into the universe through the vibration of thought, through the vibration of belief, as we believe we are. We receive this beautiful energy as it is able to give us the vision that we need immediately, clearly, and focused. As we receive it in knowledge downloads and we receive it in physical knowing. We allow ourselves now to allow this energy to move now to our throat chakra. As we unclench and unblock any stagnant energy that has held our tongue, or held our ability to communicate our deepest truths, we are now free, and we are now able to communicate love and light and hope and healing from all the wonderful source of divine to all the beautiful human life that exists before us and within us. As we allow ourselves to be compassionate and comforting, kind and joyful, allowing hope to prevail, allowing healing to restore ourselves to beautiful divine health. As we speak this wonderful permission to ourselves, we give it to others. Moving now into your heart chakra a second time, allowing your heart chakra to completely imbibe the wonderful energy of divine. As we allow that to be drinking it in, we allow it to drink it in as beautiful white liquid light. We drink it into our bodies and healing begins. We restore ourselves from fear, doubt, shame. We restore ourselves from all trauma. We restore ourselves from all anxiety. We are whole. We are free. We are beautiful. We are loved. We are safe. Moving now into our beautiful energy of our solar plexus chakra, our powerhouse, our restorative portion of our beautiful chakra energies. The light of the sun is emitted from this beautiful lighthouse within us. As we restore ourselves to wholeness and we begin to bring in our strength and our will to continue on with our tenacious ability to make it through whatever difficulties face us, undaunted, unscathed, and very strong. We receive the wonderful power of divine to restore us to full capacity physically and emotionally. We release all ego, all judgment of self and others, and we are in this to win this for all. Moving now into your sacral chakra, allowing the creative energy of divine source to move through you in a way that benefits not only yourself but all others. Even if it's just to display what you have created in such a way that it brings someone else to be inspired to do the same and to not be fearing what the other people think, to allow yourself to flow freely with your own divine guidance, knowing that you were given this information to do something with it only for yourself and the universe. As you do so without fear of judgment, without fear of criticism, you will find that you are rewarded in your heart as it is filled with joy, in your mind as you understand freeing yourself from others' thoughts of who you should be or what you should do actually frees you to be you. Peeling away other people's opinions and other people's ideas, allowing yourself to be completely authentic, brings you back to a place of wholeness. All is valid. Moving now to your root chakra, allowing your root chakra to push into the Mother Gaia energy firmly and securely. You are not alone. You are not in a place of being lost or forsaken. You are secure. You are held in a stable place in the palm of the universe's hand. As we all hold hands energetically, we allow ourselves to be a strong network of energy, and we each hold the pillars together. As we exhale, we send all of this energy back out into the universe as love, light, abundance, and creativity. We send all stagnant and stale energy to be restored and renewed. All physical illness is released. It is no longer part of our energy vibe. As we let go and let the universe move us to the place where we are meant to be, we are in a place of complete divine healing and restoration and empowerment. Exhaling now. Last breath, breathing in beautiful white divine light from your crown chakra. Placing your feet on the floor in a beautiful planted grounding energy, we send this light as we inhale straight through our bodies into the core of the earth. Inhaling now, sending divine light, beautiful healing energy, straight through our center of our core, clearing all chakras that we've just opened and cleared, allowing all residual energy that's trying to remain in our physical body to be removed, grounding that energy into Mother Gaia, sending it straight into the core of the earth to be clarified, purified, cleansed, and restored to absolute divine wholeness. And now we exhale that energy straight back through our bodies. We bring it up from the core of the earth through the crown of our heads and use it as a fountain as we rain it down on all who may need it, sending love, light, and restoration to all who may need it. Exhaling now, beautiful fountain of life. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful, beautiful meditation. That was very powerful. I feel very restored and abundant. That was great. Thank you all for sending your energy through this beautiful meditation to all who may need it. Now, we will go straight into see you later, whoever's not staying. Thank you for being part of this weekly reading. See you next week. And don't forget to go to my homepage to check out the other beautiful readings that are there to be enjoyed. Okay, we have our crystal cards. So we're going to talk about the amethyst. Okay, so the amethyst is the third eye. The beautiful crystal is a master stone of meditation. It balances the right and left hemispheres of the brain, allowing you to drop into a deep state of trance and relaxation. The medicine of amethyst assists in healing and transforming addictions related to painful, suppressed emotions, and an overall healing crystal on all levels. Invite this tranquil stone into your sacred meditations and receive wonderful blessings. Open and allow yourself to float into the blissful essence of amethyst. So it's a powerful overall healing crystal, assists on all levels, overcomes addiction, bringing awareness, healing, and dissolving old patterns, opens your psychic abilities, and assists wonderfully in dream recall, aids in anxiety and stress relief. So this wonderful crystal is all about allowing yourself to open and restore. It's very good in breath work. And you can do this, you can have this crystal out. As women, we are known to stick them in our bras. I don't know, there's a bunch of people laughing now. The only thing dangerous about that is you forget because they turn into body temperature. And I have dropped, only one time have I broken, but I've dropped many stones taking off my bra and forgetting it was in there. So there are these little pouches, and I have a little drawstring sack that I actually tie to my bra strap. So that way I know I'm not dropping my stones, for anybody who needs to do that. So beyond that, this is the energy that we like to hold close to us. This is a very good stone to keep with you at all times. And until recently, I did not know it actually helps cure hangovers. But it also stops the desire to overindulge. So that's a wonderful energy. So this is that book I was talking about that goes with the sacred geometry thing. Now, here's the beautiful thing about this book. It is not just about these cards. It tells you more. So here in the back, there's also all the stones that are most common for people. And here's amethyst. So here's a new perspective on it. Amethyst has strong protective qualities and enhances psychic abilities and spiritual awareness. It also balances and soothes an overactive mind. Amethyst is a blood cleanser and energizer, assists in the purification and regeneration. It also cuts through illusion and is known as the sobriety stone. So, I love that there's more information about the stones in this book as well. So, this is like a multifunctional coolness. So, you notice there's a Merkaba right here on the front cover, the Wisdom Stone. And so we're going to go to number 4 in here and talk about it. I love doing these wonderful little educational things because I learn as well, and it helps to remind me. So when you're doing, when you're learning a new deck, using is the best way for me, is to use my, just get it out and use it, because it helps me to really get the energy. So I want to show you, there's probably more than one Merkaba here. Well, it's probably in a different portion. So there are several Merkaba images in this deck, but this one is the healing on all levels of being. And it's got a little phrase here: as I open my heart to unconditional love and allow myself to reawaken to the ancient knowledge that lies deep within my cellular memory, I allow the Merkaba to reactivate and promote healing on all levels of my being. The Merkaba or Merkaba has shown up today to inform you that it is time to fully open your heart and awaken your mind to allow the Merkaba access to your mind, body, and soul, and take the grand journey of promoting healing on all levels of your physical and spiritual being. When the Merkaba is fully activated, you begin your ascension process, lifting your vibration and expanding your electromagnetic field to allow healing on all levels and to help you on your journey of self-healing and self-discovery. Your soul journey will be accelerated. The Merkaba comprises two tetrahedrons to make a three-dimensional shape of the Star of David. When first discovered, it was said that the rotating light spun at the speed of light. However, these days the Merkaba is not switched on as it used to be. After the fall of Atlantis, the Merkaba stopped spinning. We are here now to reactivate our own Merkaba through awakening our consciousness. When we allow ourselves to switch the Merkaba back on, it will start to counter-rotating once again and help on all levels of healing and ascension. Now, I have to say to you guys, I didn't realize that the spinning was a thing, because that's what I was seeing within myself. That's why I said I could see it actually doing this thing. I just now realized that this is the switched on they're talking about. How about them apples? Ooh, that was my moment of aha. So, to receive and reignite the Merkaba, two main things need to occur. The first is to experience unconditional love and know divine love of self. Without divine love, the Merkaba will act only as a machine and thus have limitations. To be able to move beyond our limitations, we need to learn to express love of self and universal love. The second is to connect to our higher self, which can be achieved through awareness of the soul's journey, knowing who you are and where you have come from. Access can be gained through stillness and meditation, reading, holistic healing, and teachers who cross our path, just to name a few. So the practical application is when we perfect the use of the Merkaba, it will allow us to shift through dimensions and access information from our ancestors and prior civilizations to connect with higher realms. We will experience expanded awareness and elevated consciousness as we shift our vibration. By pulling this card, you allow this divine template to assist you in healing on all levels. Reactivate the Merkaba consciously by envisioning its shape and seeing the two triangles of the tetrahedron starting to counter-rotate. As it spins, see it going faster and faster. Now place your whole self within the center of the Merkaba, absorbing all its energies. Ask for the healing that needs to be done at this time for as long as the issue persists. And remember, we are not restricted in time and space. Hence, we can create this geometrical grid around our house, room, or bed and absorb the frequencies while we sleep. Wow. So, the crystal suggestions are the Crystal Platonic Solid set, the Crystal Merkaba set, Clear Quartz Points, and the Herkimer Diamond. The animal meditations that relate to this, animal medicine, so the symbols are owl, wolf, and snake. And this is a beautiful energy. I just want to show you when it's talking about the grid. Now, the last time I pulled this out, I was looking for one of my little things. I'm trying to drag it over here without bending it. So, you don't always have to have it out of some special material. So, this is mine. Okay, so this is what it looks like with all the stones on the grid. These, by the way, are the archangels, 7 archangels here. And they have their names written in various languages. I'll hold it up if I can without dropping them all. They slide every time. Okay. So I got, and they're amethyst, you see. They're little amethysts, and I got those as well off of Amazon, man. I swear. It's my addiction. But it gives me these wonderful things. So this is what it looks like. It's a little foam rubber. It looks almost like a thick mouse pad. And you see this symbol was what I was seeing. And it was lit up like light. And it was literally spinning. And within this, it looks like a giant spirograph that you've just taken every single thing that you had and made something with it. I don't know you guys, but I was drawn to the spirograph very young. And I had it up until I was in my 20s, and then God knows what happened to it. But I used it because I loved it. So this is that Merkaba image of, this is the entire book of life. It is very sacred. It has every symbol in it, and every living thing, when you break it down molecularly, even to photon level, these images are in there. They may be different because of whatever it's made of. But they all have at least one of these in it. A lot of it is more. Now, when it talked about using the platonic solid set, that's the sets, that's all the different ones with the cubes and the Merkaba. So you've got, this is an icosahedron, a dodecahedron, the Merkaba. You have the square or the cube shape, and the tetrahedron, and the orb, but it's not a circle, but it's a round little crystal ball. I'm not going to take them all off because I have them all over another grid that's actually made out of polyurethane that's cut laser. And I have it sitting up here at the front of my thing with all of my little symbols on them. So that's how you make a grid. And one of the reasons, you guys notice I've got all these extra little crystal points out here. I got a whole set of different things because I wanted to have these so I could make a cool grid. So check out grids, learn about that if you're interested. I am not an expert. I just know my little muddles that I like to do, and I give you as much information as I can. So I hope this was fun, and I hope the ones of you who are still left watching have enjoyed it, and I certainly enjoy helping and trying to give as much energy and information as I can to everyone. And I hope you enjoyed this reading and education. Many blessings to you all. Thank you for being here. I love you, each and every one. Namaste.